Hi guys! So usually if I said celebrity baby names, I think the names that come to mind are names like Blue Ivy and Northwest and Prince Michael and Apple and all of the really out there, kind of a little bit crazy celebrity baby names. But there are a lot of celebrities who give their children really beautiful, really adorable names, and I don't think we talk about them as much as we talk about the really crazy out there celebrity baby names. So I decided to do a ABC favorite celebrity baby name video. So what I've done is I've gone through a bunch of celebrity baby names and chosen my favorites, a favorite celebrity baby name for each letter of the alphabet, and I've done a girls list and a boys list. So I am going to share my girls list with you. I think there's a couple letters that I skipped, probably Q and maybe Y, just because I couldn't find any that I really liked, but for the most part I have a favorite celebrity baby name for each letter of the alphabet. So I'm just going to get started with the letter A, and for A I have Alice Zenobia. And Alice Zenobia I love. This is Tina Fey's daughter, and I love this name because Alice is so classy. It's a little bit old-fashioned, but definitely not too old-fashioned to use. And then Zenobia as a middle name I think works really well with Alice because it kind of balances it out. It's very modern sounding, a little bit futuristic, and I think Alice Zenobia sounds very, very cool. It just sounds cool. And I like that they used Alice as the first name and not Zenobia, because Zenobia is a little bit out there for a first name. And Alice means of noble kin, and Zenobia means of Zeus. And this is, of course, Tina Fey's daughter. For B, I have Beatrice Jean, and this is Bryce Dallas Howard's daughter. Beatrice is a name that I don't think you can go wrong with. I mean, there's even a baby name book called Bring Back Beatrice, so I just love this name so much. It means bringer of joy, and then Jean means God is gracious. For C, I have Cosima Violet, and I love this name. I think it's very spunky. This is Claudia Schiffer's daughter's name, and Cosima means order, and then Violet I think is a great alternative to Rose, which is used quite a bit as a middle name. There are several girls on this list who have the middle name Rose, but I really like Violet in the middle name spot as an alternative flower name to Rose, so I like that she chose Violet. For D, I have a very southern sounding name, and that is Dixie Pearl, and I just want to say it in a southern accent, Dixie Pearl. Dixie means from the south, and then Pearl is of course a gemstone name. This is Lily Aldridge's daughter's name, and I had no idea that she had children because she's gorgeous. She's a Victoria's Secret model. For E, I have Estela Ines, and I think this name is so beautiful to say as a whole name, Estela Ines. It just flows so beautifully. This is Ali Landry's daughter's name, and Estela means star, and Ines means holy, so this name could mean holy star, which I think is beautiful, and I just love the way it sounds. For F, I have Frances Clementine, and this is one of my favorite names on this list. Both Frances and Clementine have been personal favorites of mine for quite a while, and I could actually see myself with a little Frances Clementine. I think this name is adorable. This is Ethan Suplee's daughter's name, and Frances means free and Clementine means merciful, so both the names have lovely meanings, and I just think it sounds so cute. For G, I have Maggie Gyllenhaal's daughter's name, and that is Gloria Ray. And I remember being so excited when I found out that she named her daughter Gloria, because I have been waiting for this name to make a comeback. I know several elderly ladies named Gloria, and I just think it is such a sweet name and definitely one that is ready for a comeback. And I think Ray is a really nice middle name. It kind of reminds me like of a sunbeam ray or something, so I really like Gloria Ray. For H, I have Julia Roberts' daughter's name, and that is Hazel Patricia. Hazel is a name that is being used more and more often. Actually, I think just yesterday or the day before, Emily Blunt had a daughter and named her Hazel. So this one is definitely gaining popularity, and it's a nature name, of course. It means the hazel tree. And then Patricia is Hazel's middle name. I'm not sure if this is honoring somebody, but Patricia means noble. For I have India Rose, and I love this name. I think it's so sweet. This is Chris Hemsworth's daughter's name. And India is one of my favorite place names. It's also a literary name. India was a character in Gone with the Wind. And Rose is just a very, very classic middle name. A lot of people have the middle name Rose, but I think it sounds very nice with India. For J, I have Juna Meredith, and I'm a little bit biased towards the name Juna because I'm writing a story and the main character's name is Juna, so that might have been why I chose this name as my J name. Juna is a variation of the name June, and Meredith means great ruler. Again, I'm not sure, maybe Meredith is honoring someone, but I think Meredith is kind of a cute name as well, and this is Bradford Anderson's daughter. For K, I have a name that is a little bit more modern sounding than some of these other names, and that is Kaia Jordan. And Kaia is so beautiful. I really like this name. I love the name Kai, and I like Kaia as well. It means pure. And Jordan is a unisex name that I actually like. Normally I don't like unisex names, especially for girls, but Jordan I've always loved because of the River Jordan, and I just think it's just a unisex name that works for girls. And this is Cindy Crawford's daughter's name. L is another one of my absolute favorites on this list, and this is proof that celebrities can choose really, really cute names for their kids, and that is Lucy Elizabeth. And I just absolutely adore this name. Lucy, of course, means light, and Elizabeth means God is my oath, and I think this name is adorable. This is Nancy Grace's little daughter, Lucy Elizabeth. It is so cute. For M, I have Matilda Rose, and this is, of course, Heath Ledger's daughter's name. She is growing up to be such a gorgeous little girl. She looks exactly like her father, which is a little bit sad considering he passed away, but she still has her mother, Michelle Williams, who I think is doing a wonderful job raising her. She just looks like such a happy little girl. And Matilda means battle strength, and Rose is, of course, a very common middle name. Like I said, it's the middle name of several of the girls on this list, and of course it's just a flower name, but I think it's such a beautiful middle name, and I can definitely understand why it's so popular as a middle name. So for N, I have a name that is a little bit different than some of the other ones on this list, but I really, really love the meaning of it, which is why I chose it, and that is Nahla Ariela, and this is Halle Berry's daughter's name. And Nahla means a drink of water, and Ariela means lion of God. So it has really, really unique and interesting meanings. It's not a name that I would normally choose, but I just thought the meanings were very, very unique. For O, I have Olivia Mabel. This is Carly Smithson's daughter's name. And Olivia is, of course, very, very popular. It's in the top 10 in many countries around the world. And I can see why. It's gorgeous. It was my parents' second choice for me, actually. And it means olive tree. But the real reason I picked this name was because of Mabel being the middle name. It is such an adorable name. It is one of those granny chic names that is definitely ready for a comeback and already making a comeback, and it means lovable, and I just think it is so sweet. For P, I had two names that I couldn't choose between. The first one is Pearl Clementine. I love it. Again, I love Clementine, and Pearl is one of my favorite names. And this is Jack Osborne's daughter's name, as in Ozzy Osbourne's granddaughter. So I did not expect Jack Osborne to choose the name Pearl Clementine because it is so pretty and so not what I expected from him. So I was very pleasantly surprised when he chose this name. And the other P name I have is Tina Fey's other daughter, and that is Penelope Athena. And I love this name so much. Penelope is so gorgeous. I know a little girl named Penelope, and they call her Nellie, which makes it even cuter. And then Athena is of course a Greek mythology name, and I just love it so much. I think Alice, Zenobia, and Penelope Athena make a great sibling set. For R, I have Ruby Lane. This is the name of Chris and Heidi Powell's daughter. And I think Ruby Lane just sounds very, very sweet, especially when you say both names together. Ruby is a gemstone name, and then Lane just means a roadway, so it's a word name. For S, I have Scarlett Teresa, and I love Scarlett and I love Teresa, so I love both these names. This is Jack White's daughter's name, and Scarlett is of course a color name, and Teresa means to harvest. For T, I have Theodora Rose, and I've talked a lot about Theodora because it's one of my favorite boys' names, and I love Theodora, which is the feminine form of Theodore. It means gift of God. And then again, Rose in the middle name spot, but I love the name Theodora so much, and this is Robbie Williams' daughter's name. For V, I have a name with 2 middle names, and usually I'm not a fan of double middle names, especially for girls, but since the first name is short with this name, I think that it actually sounds okay. So the name is Vera, Lillian, Beatrix, and I think it sounds really cute, especially because Vera is a short name. And this is designer Vern Yep's daughter's name. So Vera means faith, Lillian means lily, and Beatrix means bringer of joy. And I don't think that it is too much of a mouthful because Vera is fairly short, and then Lillian and Beatrix are just both beautiful names. For W, I have Winter Victoria, and I love this. Again, it kind of reminds me of Alice, Zenobia, the way they balanced it with a very traditional middle name and then a very kind of modern first name. Kind of the opposite with Alice, they chose a very traditional first name and then kind of a modern middle name. But I love the name Winter so much. It's obviously a season name, and then Victoria means victory. This is Sean Parker's daughter's name. And then for Z, I have Zahara Marley. Zahara means flower, and Marley means pleasant seaside meadow. And this is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's daughter's name. And I love the name Zara, I love the name Zahara, and Marley is my best friend's name, so I'm a little bit biased towards that. And I just really think it's cute. So those are my favorite celebrity girls' names. I'm going to do another video with my favorite celebrity boys' names, and then of course I have to do a video of my least favorite celebrity names. I mean, that's where it gets really fun because they're just crazy. There's some really, really crazy celebrities out there naming their babies crazy things, so I have to do one of those as well. But I would love to know what your favorite celebrity baby names are, or your least favorite, so let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.